Good evening from New Hope Arena in New Hope, where we start off our first tournament of the year, the New Hope Classic. Played in it last year as well. I believe we finished third. And we have another crack at the apple again this year, back at New Hope. And what are we doing today? We are playing in the home of the Mighty Ducks Arena. This is where they filmed the original Mighty Ducks. And we have the privilege of playing in it, the North Rink here at New Hope, against the host association, the Armstrong Cooper Squirt A team, wearing white today. So we're starting off pretty early, 5 o'clock game. Hard for a lot of you to get here, working and such, traffic. So we will be bringing this to you live. And for your enjoyment. So we had a tough loss against the Dinah Green team this Tuesday. A team that we felt we could probably win and beat. I think we will. We'll play them again this year, and we will play them again. And they are a beatable team. Boys just had a rough outing. I was talking to them, a couple of them before the game here. They've erased that memory, and they're focused on beating Armstrong and advancing into the finals here come on Sunday. So we have 2 games in pool play. We'll play Chisago Lakes tomorrow morning at 10:45, and then we'll go into brackets on Sunday and see how we can close this thing out. Hopefully with the championship win. This team has the ability to do that. They have the skill, they have the talent. Now they got to put it all together with some effort and drive and passion, and they will come out victorious. I have confidence in that. But first we need to get through Armstrong Cooper. All right, so they are getting ready. A little stick slapping, loud music circling the net as they get ready to rock and roll here. 3 periods to play. We got a full bench of coaches back on the bench. Bianchi, Wenkus, Berg, and Christian. So a lot of brain power over on that bench, if I do say so myself. I proposed an idea the other day at practice as they were doing some stick handling drills of how do we get them to not look down at the puck. Well, one of the ideas was, let's put some dog cones on them and have them skate with dog cones and handle the puck that way. I was met with a couple laughs and kind of a you can't be serious type look, but I don't know. Our dog cone arrives on Monday, and so we'll give it a try. Maybe if there's a proof of concept there, we'll suggest it to the whole team. I don't know if that violates any association bylaws to not have kids wear dog cones, but you know what? If you name it a hockey training aid, all should be well. Forego the whole dog cone thing. They don't need to know about that. Well, anyhow, we'll let you know how that transpires, but we are underway here early in the first period, where we have Leo Bird playing center, flipping it up ice to Ben Pravatsky, trying to get it out of the zone. Leo just plows through the group. He exits off the ice for a new group to come back on. As Armstrong brings it back up again, tries to bring it back up again. He got poked away by Dylan. Dylan fires one off over the top. As we've had a couple position changes as well. They've rotated some of the crew, so you'll see some new faces and some new spots. You got Kellen Strub and Rink back playing defense. Dillon playing up offense. As you do Tristan Sarrazin and Declan Heller. Heller not going anywhere. He's probably leading the team in goals so far this year. He just plants in the front and puts that stick down and looks for the rebound. Rink now gets it lost in his skates, flicks it back over. Up to Sarrazin, past Sarrazin, tried to get it out in the middle. He was looking for Dillon, and he couldn't connect. Puck now back to Rink. Rink flicks one all the way over to the side to Sarrazin. And now Eden Prairie removes a couple players, brings a couple back on, and Armstrong gets a chance to move it up ice. Offsides waved off, waited, and Decker Stubbs also showing a good outing so far at the beginning of the season. Takes the first shot or the second shot on goal for the Eagles, and a nice glove save by the Armstrong Cooper goalie. Off the draw, Dahl pops it back to the point, shot right into the neck. Another shot by Dahl. They fight for it over on the far side. Armstrong now able to pry it away, and they move it up the ice across the red line under pressure by Eden Prairie. And Armstrong goes off sides with 9:12 left to go. We are back. Kravatsky fights for it off the draw. Puck waddles back to Leo's location. Rink there tries to fire one in down low. As Berg picks it back up, he comes back around. Oh, looks like he was ready for the stuff. He couldn't. Back to the point on Rink. Rink fires one in there, deflected by Pravatsky. Wide left. Berg now behind the net. Finds Pravatsky down the low corner. Pravatsky back to the point to Rink. Rink fires one in wide right. He's dialing it in there. Berg again fights for it down low. He comes back around. Oh, he tried to put a backhand on. He couldn't. Back to Rink again. Rink fires one in there. Oh, right off the knee pads of an Armstrong Cooper, and Rink gets his own rebound and fires it back up ice to Berg. Berg now takes it down near side, curls around, that big body, shot deflected off the goalie. Pravatsky now picks it back up. He's looking for options and a path. Tries to put a backhand shot in, and another save by Armstrong with 7:51 still scoreless in the first. Wenkus claps one in down the low corner. It shimmies its way around to the near side, down in the low corner again, near half wall. Christian now picks it back up, finds Heller over on the far side. Heller back out to the point. Shot by Wenkus, plinkoing in, and the puck comes loose. Dillon tries to fire one in there. I'll bounce it off someone. He couldn't. And now Sarrazin puts pressure on. They sling it back up to center ice. Heller there trying to take control. He can't. Dillon now brings it back. Firing shot. And getting Asa into the action here by Armstrong. Wenkus now picks it up from behind the net. He almost goes down. He's able to keep his balance. He leaps over the blue line and finds his way behind the net again. Sarrazin there on the backup. Brings it back to the point. Sarrazin now flicks it back down to Dahl. Dillon now pounds a guy off, centers it out to Heller. Heller can't get a stick on it. Wenkus now pinches, passes it, finds it in the front. Sarrazin looking for the goal. He couldn't. And now Unke collects it back at center ice. Armstrong gets a shift change. Good aggressive play by Decker. Decker fires when there's shot without glove, saved by Armstrong with 6:03 left. Still no score. Looking for that first goal. And it has eluded us so far. Back to Rink again at the point. Rink fires one in there. Oh, over the top of the net. It was like an 8-iron. Now Stubbs again. Finds his way back to Rink. Rink just keeps firing in there. Starts something off. It's back to Stubbs again along the near side. Back in front. Dahl with a quick shot right into the gut of the Armstrong goalie. 5:35. Rink pounds it down, slings it along the far side boards. Dahl's there to pick it up along the far side half wall. Puck comes back out to the point. Stubbs there keeps it alive. Dahl tries to finesse it over to Richards. He can't. Rink now gets aggressive, and Bold comes back into the half wall again. Rink now tries to find a centering pass. He can't. Strube there not able to keep it in, and Eden Prairie goes offside with 5:03 remaining in period one. So far been kind of an all Eden Prairie offensive effort here. They're able to keep it into the Armstrong zone, just haven't been able to find the net yet. We now have Pravatsky going to the center. There it is, shot, and another save by Armstrong. With the guys at the wall here. Can't get it by him. Maybe need to go high, look high a little bit. Again, Armstrong just fires it in 90 degrees to the board. It comes right back on the same line. Shot by Wenkus. There comes Leo. Bounces it back to Dino. Dino fires one in there. Intercepted by Armstrong. Quickly peeled away again by Eden Prairie. A lot of stick slapping going on in the slot there. Nothing to account for it. Back to Unke. Unke tries to keep it alive. Bounced it off an Armstrong player's face mask, and he's able to go back and get his rebound. Keep it alive again for Eden Prairie. Back to Wenkus. Eden Prairie picks up the puck. And now Armstrong able to clear it out. 4:07 remaining in the first. Wenkus tracks it behind the net. Fires it up to Pravatsky. Pravatsky dishes it up to Berg. Berg now 1-on-4. Fires a shot in. Oh, wide left. He couldn't connect. Back to Rink again. Rink picks it up. Fires one in there. Shot. Again, blocker save by Armstrong. Sarrazin now backs up Rink as Rink resumes his position. Sent it out in front again. Dillon corrals the Armstrong players. Shot in there. Puck goes up in the air. And Armstrong tries to clear it. Rink there keeps it alive again. Heller picks it up from behind the net. Centered out in front. Dillon wraps around, shot. Another save by Armstrong. Heller back to Rink again. Rink with his 12th shot of the game deflects. Christian picks it up off the rebound. Back to Rink again. Rink fires one in there again. Shot, another save. As the Eagles can't find a way to get it past this goalie from Armstrong. 2:53 left, scoreless in the first. Eventually, we will we'll find the net, the back of the net. But until then, we just keep firing out. Little wardrobe malfunction over here by the Cooper goalie. He's taken a pummeling so far. Not surprised that he's got a equipment failure. Nah, it's probably not the case. I just wanted it to sound a little more dramatic than that. Dillon again bounces it back. Over to Pravatsky. Strube from the top of the circle. And now Armstrong on their first actual push of the game. And just as soon as it starts, Sarrazin there to peel the puck back away. And Armstrong recalibrates at center ice. Rink now looking up ice. Back to Dillon. 3-on-2. The Eagles have the numbers. Slowly migrates in there. Shot. There's a rebound. And Armstrong again just keeps it alive. Rink tries to pinch. He's not able to keep it alive. Strube now picks it up at the center. Heller goes through the sea of white. Rink now backhands it over on the far side, keeps it alive. He retreats to the bench as Wenkus comes on. Sarrazin out to Wenkus. Wenkus back to Sarrazin. Armstrong pitches it down. Unke grabs it for an ice. And we will reset down on the near side dot in the Cooper zone. Unke fires one in there. Off the stick of the Armstrong goalie. Back to Richards. Richards centers it out. Oh, almost scored on by his own guy. And we get a whistle. Wenkus back to Unke. Unke fires one in there again. Oh, there it is. They were on the wrong side. The puck was wide open. It had a clear view to the back of the net. Unfortunately, it was an Armstrong player there that had the shot. Richards back again, out looking for Stubbs. And we're going to get a penalty. On New Hope. So Eagles will go up on their first power play with 1 minute left in the first. Maybe this is what we need. Although, it doesn't matter how many players go off as long as that goalie's out there. That's all they need. We're playing 1 minute penalties in this tournament. Back to the point again. Wenkus shot. Score! And Eden Prairie, 9 seconds into the power play, finds their first goal of the game. And they finally get that monkey off their back. Leo now rambles his way up. Pravatsky puts some pressure on. Leo behind the net again. Spins out a little. Slippery. Back to Rink. Rink high slot shot. Deflection. And they bring it back over to the near side half wall. Armstrong now brings it back up ice. Strube collects the puck over on the far side. Armstrong able to keep it alive. Rink backs into a Armstrong player. Strube back up to the far side. And that's going to do it. Period number 1. Eagles 1, Armstrong Cooper nothing. As for sure, Eagles have the pace. They've pretty much been able to do what they want with the first part of the game, first third. And I can guarantee you, if we were moving at the pace that we know we can move, this game would have probably 3 more goals in it. Interesting choice of music here. So we will trade sides. Asa hasn't been much of a factor so far today. We need to keep him engaged so he doesn't fall asleep back there. But now the boys in black will be moving left to right. And they are ready. Christian Heller, Sarrazine up front. Rink, Strube in the back. It was brought to my attention today, Dylan's new nickname is either D or DC. So if you hear me referring to him in either of those ways, know that I'm talking about Dylan. Rink chops it up. Armstrong chops it back. Strube collects the puck. Ricochets it down off the near side boards right below us. Heller there chases it into the near side corner. Sarrazine picks it up behind the net. Back to Heller again. Heller centers it out. Christian there looking for it. Strube over to Rink. Rink fires it down behind the net. Didn't have quite the angle on that one. It didn't make it the whole way. Puck back to Rink again. Rink fires another shot in wide left. Strube dumps it down behind the net. Sarrazine paxes it back to Heller. Heller looking for Christian down in the middle. And now puck comes back to the near side again. Heller again gets knocked off the puck. Christian rides the guy into the boards, peels it off. Shot, bounced off, rebound, and a save by Armstrong. Again, rebounds galore. This goalie isn't letting anything by him. So we have Stubbs, Richards, and Dahl up front now. Back to Wenkus at the point. Wenkus over to Unke. Unke fires one in there. A bunch of Eagles fight for it. Oh, it was loose again in front. Wenkus pinches shot right off the pads, rebounded over to the far side wall in front of the Eden Prairie bench. Dean now over to Wenkus. Wenkus looking cross ice over to Richards. Dean gets tied up over with an Armstrong player at the in front of the Armstrong bench for a stoppage of play. 10-10 early in the second. You may think this is in slow motion, but it isn't. This is full speed, everybody. Stubbs now. Gentle pass up to Richards. Puck gets waylaid and stopped at the blue line. Armstrong now tries to bring it back up ice again. The puck is slowly moving disc of black, making its way towards the Eden Prairie net, and it almost found its way in. And now pass back out to the center ice as Armstrong picks it back up again. Offsides, waved off. They bring it down into the near side corner. They try to center it out in front. Look out, get over there, Asa. And again, close call by the Eagles. Dahl picks it up, plays with it in the center of the ice. Eden Prairie players all close to each other. Dahl tried to fire one in, and he meets 3 Armstrong Cooper players in their sticks. Eden Prairie fired shot, save. With 8:46 left. Bird now at center. Passes it back to Strube. Strube just chips one up. Down behind the net. Kravatsky picks it back up. He looks at options over on the near side. He gets double teamed. Rink now tries to get a little overconfident there and tried to pinch in an intercepted pass. And we're going to get another penalty on Armstrong with 8:16 left to go in the second. That'll be their second of the game. And it'll be the second power play by Eden Prairie. Again, 1-minute penalties here. Might as well take one. Ooh, off the face-off. Puck just goes a little wide. Rink there to pick it up and chase it down. He was looking all the way up the ice. Now he pops one loose. Puck back in. Shot wide right. Rink now has got some land in front of him. Oh, he was looking for Christian. Heller now chases it down ice. Back to Strube. Strube launches one in. Rebound. Sarazine had it. He couldn't get it connected. Back to Rink. Rink fires one in there again off the pads of Armstrong. Dillon gets taken down. Rink there keeps it alive, and he fires it back at the net. 2 seconds left on the power play, and Armstrong now full strength. Back to 5. Rink high slot shot again right into the. Oh, puck goes behind the net now, or behind the goalie on the rebound. Back to Rink again. Rink picks it up, launches another one. Back to Strube. Strube launches one, and it's caught on a pop fly by the Armstrong goalie. So there you go, 6:47 left. Eden Prairie up by 1, leading the shots 18-2 so far in the game. Back to Wenkus at the point. Wenkus dumps it back down behind the net. Dahl picks it up. Curls around, looking for some more options. Armstrong able to pick it up, gets it popped away by Stubbs. And now Dahl fights for it along the near side half wall. Back out to Wenkus. Wenkus just zigzags his way in, looking for the stuff. Oh, he can't make it. Back out to Unke again. Unke fires one in there. Back to Wenkus, just fires a butterfly in. Keeps it alive in the zone. Stubbs brings it down, back to Unke. Unke back to Stubbs again. Stubbs back to between Wenkus and Unke. And Armstrong now picks it up and then center of the ice. And Unke does a couple S moves behind. Tried to pop it loose. Puck finds its way, poked loose. And it finds its way back to Asa. 5:24 left in the second. Halfway through, just a 1-0 game so far, even though Eden Prairie is octupling the amount of shots that Armstrong has on net. Brink picks it up from behind. Finds Pravatsky. Pravatsky up to Dahl. Or up to Berg, I'm sorry. Berg shot over the top, deflected off. Still a scramble on the side of the net. Berg still keeps it. Drops it back. Pravatsky now coming out looking for the backhand. He can't. Now Leo with those big long arms just reaches in. Puck back out to the point again. Rink picks it up. Waiting for his guys to get back on side. Pravatsky picks it up over by the scorer's table. He loses it. Rink able to keep it alive. He takes it down low. Brings it from behind the net. He's curling. Chips one in there. There it is. Berg there, backhand. Puck is loose again in the slot. There it is. Shot. Score! It's off the top of the crossbar. And it's loose, and they still can't find a way to get it in. You couldn't even mail it to the net today. Even if it had a stamp on it, it still would not be delivered. Back to Wenkus. Wenkus launches one, short hops it, and another save with 4:12 left in the second. Dillon able to, there it is, Dillon with it. Oh, he ran into his own guy, shot off the pipe. Oh, these poor guys can't find a goal if they even paid money for it. Unke slings it around the back. Heller from behind the net. Back to Dillon again. Good pass. Shot. Puck is still loose in front. My goodness. Wenkus now fans on it, but he keeps it in the zone. Christian battles. Flops one over the net. Looking for Heller. And Cooper now tries to bring it up the net, up the near side. They fire one off to the right of the net. They are counting that as a shot. That technically wasn't a shot, but that's okay. And we got a stoppage of play, 3:12 left. Still 1-0. Who would have thunk it? Well, I can tell you, the Armstrong goalie would have thunk it. He's like, hold my beer. I've got some goaltending to do. And he is tending to it, that is for sure today. Richards off to a gallop, picks it up. He's got Dahl coming up the center. Dahl now brings it down, shot fired. There it is, score! Richards with the rebound. Finally they find one. As they found a hole in the goalie's vicinity to put it in. So Eagles go up 2-0 with 2:52 left in the second. Dahl again. Rink just pinches a guy off over on the far side. And he finds Dahl. That's center ice. Dahl now marches it in, drops it. Down into the corner. Armstrong able to put one move, two moves on Strube. Now they bring it up ice. Rink pops it away. Shot wide right. Rink Now picks it up behind the net, or on the near side. Armstrong able to keep it alive. Stroud now puts 1, 2, 3 moves, and he just passes it out to the point. 2:03 left. Rink now tries to find Richards over on the far side, and then he can't. That's going to be an ice on Eden Prairie with 1:56 left. Off the draw, Wenkus picks it up on the far side. He finds Pravatsky 2-on-1 with Berg streaking off to his left. He tried to get it through the legs, he couldn't. Armstrong now corrals the puck, and they bring it up along the near side. Back shot over the top of the net. Got a lucky there, as those are the type that just find their way in. Ooh, quick centering pass out front again. Asa was ready for that. Centering pass again. And now Wenkus, again, just a quick little sauce up to Berg, and Armstrong able to pry it loose. Unke from behind the net. Looking for Bravatsky, they can't connect. And now Leo finds one loose, chopped away by Unke. Leo, oh, he was looking for the back. He gets it poked away. Nice back check by the Armstrong player. Now Leo again puts pressure on. Tries to corral it on the back. Back to Unke. 35 seconds left to go. Over to Wenkus. Wenkus fires one in there. Wide right. 27 seconds left. As Armstrong now looks back up ice again. Wenkus able to corral it. 16 seconds left. Centered out in front. Christian there looking to get something on there. 7 seconds left. Wenkus, got to shoot, got to shoot. 2 seconds, that's going to do it for the end of 2. Where Eden Prairie puts another one up. So 2-0 Eden Prairie. Although, what do we say about 2-goal leads? It's the most dangerous lead in the game, is that right? Hopefully we don't find that out. All right, so 25 shots to 4 shots. Can you imagine? Can you believe that? We made some good passes. We're shooting a lot. We're finding the shots. I can guarantee you, though, this is not a team that is, we need to find some more speed here going into the weekend and to tomorrow's game. So we will reverse course again. And the boys in black will be going right to left. So the big DC Dylan, just down below us, wearing number 19. Heller over on the far side, wearing number 17. Dylan just pickpockets one of the Armstrong players, fires it up ice. Heller there to go retrieve. And the puck comes back out to center ice. Eden Prairie not able to hold it. Bunch of shenanigans right down below us. As good teamwork by Rink and Strube to avoid a shot there. Rink now pops it up. 2 shots. He's got 3 on 1. Rink fires it in there. Right off the pads of the goalie. Back to Strube again at the point. Strube lobs one in there from distance. Back to Sarazine. Sarazine from behind the net. Shot. Save. Goalie had to look in the glove to make sure he actually made the save. It looked like it bounced off his helmet and went into his glove. He didn't even know it. The guy's so good, he can't even tell if he's made a save. That's almost like a Chuck Norris statement right there. He doesn't even know he's the goalie. He's so good. It's natural. He's a natural. Back out to Dino. Dino up to Richards. Got a goal already tonight. Looking for his second. They just push the puck along the edge. Pops out over onto the far side. Dahl now goes and does again, picks it up, tries to put some pressure on and peel it loose. Armstrong now. Nice catch on the backhand. Shot right off of Dean's shin pads as he now brings it along the far side. He makes it through everything, and now he's on his way with Richards, his wingman, on his left. Get ready, shot, score! As Dino goes coast to coast. And Eden Prairie finds their third with 9:48 left in the third period. Strube now, motivated, inspired. Tries to take it himself again. Armstrong there, able to bring it back into the Eden Prairie zone. Strube now curls behind the net. He's like, if Dean can do this, I can do this. Oh, he just led a little too far. Puck winds its way down into the near side corner for an icing. And we will reset this one down in the Eden Prairie zone. 9:25 left. Off the draw, back to the point, shot on goal. Went through 3 different people. Another shot on Asa. Far left, Rink now bounces it up to Provatsky. Provatsky looking for Berg at the center. Shot, score, Eden Prairie. Christian, DC now off the face-off. Sarazine again looking, had shot again by Unke. And a save by Armstrong. Sorry, I was trying to adjust the mic there. There we go. Snap, can you hear that? Armstrong fights for it along the near side. They bring it from behind their net. Heller there puts some pressure on, as does Christian. Puck winds its way, finds its way up out of the Eden Prairie zone. Just a snapper from Winkus. Over to Unke. Sarazine now. Bottled up over on the near side. Sent it out in front. Christian. Oh, there it is. Puck still loose. Heller tried to bat it down. And now Sarazine brings it wide. Looking for a shot. Oh, he decided to abort. Back out to Unke from the point again. Unke drills one in there right off the stick of a Cooper player. Heller again, backhand. Sarazine chases it into the corner. Back to Unke. Armstrong finds his way along the near side. Shot on Asa. And Asa with the save. Rink along the near side, pops it up. Dahl off to the races. He's got Stubbs coming to the center. Puck is loose. Everybody's going flying. There it is. Christian with or Dahl with the shot. And a save by Cooper. Puck back out to Rink. Rink drops it back down along the near side, slings behind the back of the net. Dahl there to pick it up. Stubbs fought for it. Back to Strube. Strube now looking up ice, looking for Dahl. Oh, Stubbs does a Peter Pan over on the far side there. Now Richards able to peel it loose. Pops it back to Dahl. And back to Strube. Strube recalibrates. Shuffles it up to Richards. Richards able to connect with it, trying to center it out front. And now Rink there, able to try to keep it alive. Strube, nice, attentive, astute play by Strube. Oh, Rink just completely whiffed on it. And Strube there to pick it back up again. Mount the charge. He gets it popped away. Berg there to pick it up from behind the net. Berg stops, bangs it back again to another Eagle behind the net. He gets pushed off. Berg again, taking his time from behind the net. Pravatsky sitting out in front. Berg tried to put a backhand on. He couldn't. Strube from the dot. Launches one wide left. Another scramble in front of the net. No go. 5:18 remaining. Berg now picks it up. Shot, stuff, score. Eden Prairie. And Berg gets his first of the day. Hey, will you text Rosie? Will you text Rosie and tell her that Abby is going to get posted this and we need to pick her up? Christian brings it to the slot, fires one in there off a Armstrong player's stick. Oh, good center by Dillon. Couldn't connect. Unke now keeps it and holds the zone. Sarazine goes after it. Shot, score. Dillon tic-tac-toe. Eagles find their 6th. As the second goalie for Armstrong proving not to be as much of a wall as the first goalie. Back to Wenkus. Wenkus through everybody. Shot. Backhand. Wenkus picks it up again. He slaps over in the far side. Dahl there to keep it alive. He brings it down low from behind the net. And he gets pinned up in the far side corner. Wenkus able to keep it alive again. Shot bouncing off goalie's chest. As Unke picks it up, he lobs one in there. Wide right. Dahl again forces one behind the net. Richards picks it up, reverses direction. .303 remaining in the game. Stubbs now over to Dahl. Dahl decides to just pass it back into the Eden Prairie zone. Make sure Asa is awake. And now Wenkus looking up ice, misses the target. Pravatsky there to pry it free, and now Leo backhands it around. One guy, two guys, three guys. He's looking for everything, going for the glory, old Leo. And he gets battered away, but no fear, he's back again. Back out in front, he's got Pravatsky sitting in the slot. Leo, shot fired, slot into, tried to go through 3 Cooper players. Couldn't do that. .203 left. Berg now picks up a loose puck. He tries to go through everybody again. Oh, shot! Deflection and a rebound. Goalie was out of position. Shot again, side of the net. And the puck finally comes out to Dean. Dean tries to find Wenkus. Almost intercepted. Wenkus able to get that one back. Back to Pravatsky. Pravatsky looking for somebody. They're all coming off the bench. So he just had to fire one in there. Heller now. Over to Christian. Christian tries to center it out. Heller had his stick up at his waist. Couldn't do that. Back to Rink. Rink at the point. Rink. Back over to Strube. Strube gets attacked a little bit. 1 minute to go. Back to Sarazine. Sarazine's got Heller out in front. Christian now goes down behind the net. Heller looking around, tries to keep it alive. He can't. Sarazine now picks it up. He tries to negotiate it. He can't, and now Armstrong gets it popped away by Charlie. Charlie still keeps it alive. He's got Heller at the center, and it was just too far out of reach. Help, 17 seconds. Christian toe drags his way through 1, through 2. He's got Sarazine, passes to Sarazine. Oh, shot, score. Great unselfish play by DC. Yo, DC. Over to Sarazine for the goal, 7-0. That'll do it. End of game. Eden Prairie wins their first. And the New Hope Classic, convincingly, 7-0 with a 37-6 shot on goal advantage. And they will meet Chisago Lakes tomorrow morning, 10:45. We'll be live again from the New Hope Arena. So until then, have a good Friday night. Be sure you shovel your sidewalk out in front. Your neighbors will appreciate that. And we will see you 10:45 tomorrow morning. Eagles win 7-0.